Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Welcome to your reading. I am recording this as we are getting ready to move into the energy of the last couple of weeks of July. It is some really intense energy. We have another full moon coming up in your sign that wraps up a major cycle because it's at that 29 degrees. We had one that was at 1 degree and now one at 29. And so this is your second full moon in a row. Really setting yourself up to complete and release major long-term cycles to create space for you, to allow you to start moving forward in a very magical way. So we are really going to look at the magic that is you and how you can create magic in this really, I would say, super intense energy that we are in. Oh, look at this. We have the sun. Your perseverance is rewarded. Wow. That's Capricorn right there, right? Your perseverance is rewarded. So let's take a look at what all's going on here. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the clarifiers because I want to make sure I totally understand this message that you have here, but you don't have a bad card at all. I love this. Okay, so the key to the situation here is going to be your connection with your higher spirit, with your higher self. The more you dig into and connect with your own intuition and understanding of what it is that you are trying to manifest and create, the more that you get on board with the idea that your spirit guide team says, hey, what is it that you want? Are you willing to work for it? Great. We got you. Right? And so sometimes it can be, this energy can really test us, and we may wonder if that is the truth, but it is. So you have the card of trust, and you have the dragon. I'm telling you, you are protected. It says power and strength. Your spirit guide team has got your back right now, and they are supporting you, even though, honestly, at times, I get it, it feels maybe not as much as you would like, right? And so Pluto's getting ready to back up into your sign to the 29th degree. So where you are having this full moon, Pluto's going to come in and hang out for a little bit and sit on that degree point. And even though you may or may not have your planets or placements next to this 29 close enough that it's conjunction, when Pluto's in a sign, it affects the whole sign. And when there's an eclipse, not an eclipse, but a full moon in a sign, it's the whole sign. And so your whole sign is being moving through this energy of a retrofitting, the final degrees, wrapping it up. Do you really know what you want? Are you ready to release your power out into the world to go after what it is that you are trying to create? You have two cards here, Crown Portal and Gaia and Awakening. Preparing, relocating, ascension, divinity, unity, and separation. Okay, so you've been working on something for a while. 29th degree, that's the last degree of a sign. And that full moon happens on the 21st, right before we move out of Cancer into Leo season. And so it's so much power that's been built up, and this whole couple of weeks has all this massive energy, and we've had all those solar flares coming, right? All that solar energy. It's just got, everything is so amped up right now on this planet, and I feel like it feels to me like this building up of energy, like almost like a volcanic explosion of energy. But you have a chance to channel this, to use this, to propel yourselves forward in the direction that you want to go. So here you have a close friend acts on your behalf. You are so protected, right? We've got the dragon, and we've got the sentinel knight standing ready to protect you, to act on your behalf in something that you are seeking information and knowledge about. In the recent past, there's something that's really touched you. Either you're passionate about something, a new project, a new idea, something you want to create, something you want to grow, something you want to do, or a new romance. Could totally be romance. We have the seductress. Something has seduced your heart. Something has really sparked up, like striking a match in your heart space. And here, though, the obstacle is the fire. And so reckless actions lead to conflict. And so maybe, just maybe, you acted too quickly on something, and We had Mercury and the Sun were conjunct there just recently in the last few weeks, and made it really hard. It was like having a Mercury retrograde, only no one really warns you about that. And then all of a sudden you're just jumping to do things because it was happening in Gemini. So you're just doing things without really clear information. And so maybe you've been having to work your way through a situation, but you have help. You have help. So here we are in the present. So this is past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions. Here in the present, things are transforming, things are shifting, things are changing, and you have the Chimera. Imagination clouds your judgment. Okay? But that's transforming, and how is that transforming? We've got Neptune that just recently stationed retrograde in Pisces. That brings clarity. Your ruling planet of Saturn, though, is also in Pisces. He's moving retrograde. That could cloud things a little, but it's a chance to revise, revisit, redesign, reconstruct. And so making sure that you're not jumping too fast feels important, right? So you're going to have to do the heavy lifting. Your perseverance will be rewarded. You're going to have to dig in on this idea, this thing that sparked you up. You're going to have to trust the process. You have to trust that you are protected as you move yourself forward. And the action to take is to act with integrity, to act with honesty and integrity, keeping in mind that what it is that you're trying to create, to manifest, your authenticity and your commitment to the most truthful path that you can find yourself on. Don't cut corners. You know, don't be like the builder that is trying to save money, and so he uses a lower grade concrete, and then, you know, the foundation crumbles. Like, don't do that to yourself. Set yourself up for success. Take the steps that are appropriate and that have the most integrity. Integrity is truth and honesty, but integrity is everything square and level. Integrity, when something is in integrity, it can withstand shifts and movements. And so make sure that you're acting in the highest possible vibrational energy you have. You have the Griffin here. Wasn't Harry Potter in Gryffindor? Okay, so you have the Griffin. Honor and good luck. This is what's going on right now. You have good luck if you are working in your highest level of integrity. In the area of resources, you will receive news from afar. So there's information coming in that will provide you with the resources of either information that you need. Perhaps you receive funding for something, whatever. It feels like a piece of the puzzle slots into place, but this message and this information comes from some-place not in your immediate vicinity. And I feel like this feels geographical. So when it says from afar, I'm feeling distance. I'm actually feeling actual miles distance or kilometers, wherever you live. It feels like distance. In your heart, you have the hand of fate. You have the hand of fate. It says forces beyond your control intervene. You are so safe and protected. You've got someone that's acting and acting on your side. Here we have your higher self, and then here we have the hand of fate. And so I want to say that what is happening is being very divinely guided and orchestrated. So Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn rising, and I've been going through stuff. This morning it occurred to me, and I would say I was inspired to. I was in conversation with Spirit, and basically it was this: set your intention, and then ask your spirit guide team to make it fall into place. Stop asking whether or not this or that will happen. But instead, say, this is what I want to happen. What can you do to help me make this happen? And what should I do next? And then move forward in that way. And so it's something worth trying. We could be on that journey together. I do know that when I actually have manifested things out of thin air, it's been because I've been so confident that Spirit was going to help me. I didn't ask them if it was going to happen. I said, this is what I want. This is what I need. and I was just confident it would happen and I would receive, and it would every time. But whenever I get wobbly, whenever I get out of integrity, whenever I get out of balance, and I start wondering, oh, is this whatever, that's when things just start to crumble around me. And so the strength and integrity has to come from the core of who you are and your belief in your foundational belief that what you want is appropriate for you, and therefore you will receive everything you need in order to move forward with honor and integrity and luck to get what it is you're trying to create and manifest. And it's something important. You have the spider. I joke with my Capricorn friends. Oh, we got that word again. It says be meticulous and patient. Capricorn always gets the patient card because Kronos, Saturn, rules your sign. And in Capricorn, because Saturn has 2 signs, but in Capricorn, it is about the building of something. And so you have to be meticulous, and you have to be patient, and you have to be willing to take a little piece apart and put it back together, right? And right now Saturn's in retrograde, so things aren't going to move forward quickly for you. And then over the course of this year, by the time we get to the end of the year, Mars is going to be opposing your sign in Pisces. In Cancer. And so, yes, things are going to feel a little slow. That doesn't mean that you give up on yourself, your goals, your dreams. It means that you pay more attention to the detail, and you take your time, and you make sure everything is level, and you make sure you're on the level, and you make sure that you're acting from your highest integrity, because what it is that you're going for feels really important, right? They told you right off the start here, your persistence, your perseverance is rewarded. You're going to have to be meticulous. You're going to have to show up on the routine, on the regular, in a very organized fashion. And time management feels really important. Time management doesn't mean every minute of your day is laid out for you. It means that when you go to do a task, that you focus only on that task so that you're efficient with your time. Okay? So, there is magic everywhere. I can let go of what I no longer need. So, releasing sense of lack, sense of insecurity, or maybe there's something physically that needs to, but there's this trust, right? It feels like a trust fall. I almost feel like it's letting go of the need to know what the next steps are going to be. Instead, visualize the end game completely. My goal, my thing that I'm going to do, write it down in all the details of what the final product is going to make you feel. How are you going to feel about it? And then as much detail around it that you already know that you want. It's okay to change that, but do that first. I was just listening to something from Saint Germain, and he said, visualize all the details that you can and then seal it. And you seal it by saying it is done, it is done, it is done. As soon as you decide what it is that you want, it is done. And now it's just a matter of doing the work and waiting for all the pieces to fall in place. But it is done in the order of things. It is done, it is manifest. And it's just around the corner for you to see it. It looks like a long corner. But, okay, here we go. So we have here the Gaian awakening, preparing, relocation, and ascension, and the crown portal, divinity, unity, and separation. So the unity is we start all as one, and then when we're born into Gaia and onto Earth, this is a planet of polarity, of duality. And so there is a separation, but we're always moving back into unity. That is the goal, right? Is to move back into that unity. And so there's a lot to this. Let's just see. Okay, number 8. I just saw that. Here we go. Establishing a divine connection with source energy, God, and the discovery of your spirituality is a vital part of the soul. The crown portal represents the part of your consciousness that is concerned with perceptions of unity or separation. It ensures a loving connection to universal source of energy and with the world and humanity as a whole. You are awakening to your divinity. Allow yourself to expand and see your situation in the light of the unification of all that is. Know that you are connected with everything and everyone. You are not separate from Source, no matter how challenging things may appear. Spirit is trying to communicate with you to be open and start listening to the messages. Expansion and divine connection will be coming forth for you. Go directly to God for your answers. Go directly to your higher self. You are God, right? You are the spark of God, and so you are God. And it is your higher self that is your direct connection to all that is. And so working with that energy, wow, you have the Herkimer diamond for the crystal to work with. That is a powerful diamond of connection with the energy of all that is. Palmarosa is the essential oil. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I can't even tell you what it might smell like. I have no idea. Okay, the Gaian awakening. Mother Gaia awakens to a new level of consciousness as well as all inhabitants living on it and around her precious energetic field. New consciousness awareness grows for humanity toward the planetary ascension process, and its awakening frequencies, specific light codes, emit to direct souls to move to the resonant geographies on Earth in order to integrate, upgrade, and assist Gaia with her transformation. If you are feeling the itchiness to move, Capricorn, perhaps you're supposed to be moving. This happened to me recently, and I know I've settled into where I'm supposed to be. I energetically connect to the area that I'm at. I can feel it. As soon as I got here, I was like, oh, I know why I've been running around trying to figure out where I belong, because it's here, right? But if you're feeling, and you might be where you're supposed to be by now, but if you don't feel that way, it is definitely worth exploring. There are people that specialize in what do they call it? Astrocartography. Using your birth chart and the birth chart of the world in the moment to help you figure out where to locate. It's a very cool science. I don't know how to do that one yet. I'm going to learn. Okay, because it fascinates me. All right, so get to where you need to go. If you're feeling, then, start by going on vacation there, right? You just go on the vacation, explore the area. Do you feel comfortable there, right? This feels like a process. That's why you need to be patient, probably. Okay, you are prepared, being prepared to make a change in a location or shift in your surroundings. The shift can be geographical or a deep inner shift. New experiences, so it doesn't necessarily mean you're moving anywhere, but maybe you're moving your perception of life, right? So new experiences and synchronistic events will occur to connect you with specific people and opportunities so you can fulfill your life's purpose. It's time to reach out to your true soul or star family. You are receiving upgrades now that will assist you with propelling you to a higher level. It is a great time to connect with Gaia. Oh, watermelon tourmaline, how fun. That showed up this week over on Facebook. I have a Facebook group where we look at the astrology of the day, and I pull cards, and watermelon tourmaline came up for July 8th. And rose or geranium is the essential oil to be working with. Geranium keeps away pests. So I feel like this is like that energy of drawing and attracting the joy into your life and repelling the pests. That's what that feels like. So, all right. I'd love to see you in my Facebook group. Leave me a comment here and be in my Facebook group, and you'll be in the drawing for a free reading that I give away every week. Month, not week. Definitely not week. All right, guys. I know this is a little long, but you guys are moving into a cycle of expansion. The things are starting to really open up for you. Like there's like this opening of like a rose that's just opening and opening and opening, and you're on a cycle that'll take you into the next decade. That is going to be more of this unfoldment to help you to figure out exactly, like, to really hit that life purpose thing that you are seeking. So just keep working on it. You're doing great. There's not a bad card here. I'm very excited for you, Capricorn. All right, you guys take great care, and I'll talk to you again soon.